I'm sitting down with two parents, one who is for the Education Savings Account program and the other who's against. Carla Balin is against, Greta Alexander is for.
I think it's setting a priority with funding that says a private school student is worth $10,000 to the state and a public school student is worth less than $7,000 to the state. I actually have two kids in middle school and they are at different middle schools even within my school district. One, she was built for school. She's, thriving in that environment. It's been really great. The other one was starting to struggle and we were able to move him to another school that had a deeper fine arts program and a deeper theater program where he has really just been able to take off and thrive there. So if it was not for that school, we would be in a really different place with that kiddo.
Private school was a must because of my own experience in high school, if I could go back that far. I was pregnant at 17, and by the time I graduated, I was pregnant again. And I was crying out for help. My mom was a single parent, 2 jobs. I had no one at school to talk to either, so it was kind of like being in a box, I think that's the difference for me, to have somebody that's able to pay more attention. And we have some great teachers in public school, but unfortunately, they can't be attentive to everyone when they have 25 or 30 kids in one room.
The average student would receive about $10,000. Do you think that's enough to send a student to private school?
The private school that we attend now is 11. So I think that that's more than enough.
So if it's $11,000, that's great if you happen to have one that's in that range in your backyard. The average one by us is closer to $20,000 to $25,000 a year. And then that does not include activity fees, uniform fees, getting your kid to and from school.
We have this myth that parents that send their kids to private school, are rich. And that's not the case. I'm not rich. I'm very, $35,000 a year, if that, and that's stretching it. So it's not just rich people that are trying to send their kids to a private environment. There's parents like me that didn't have an opportunity when we were growing up, and we see a better opportunity for our kids.
A lot of private schools are faith-based, and there's a little bit of a debate of should taxpayer dollars go to religious schools. Do you want your kids to learn religion in school?
Yes, I do.
I have a real problem with public dollars going to that. By law, your public schools are not teaching religion and are open to families of all faiths, all backgrounds, all identities, all kids with all disabilities. My husband teaches in a public school and is a Christian himself. However, that is separate from his teaching identity. So he is not teaching religion, he's teaching math.
Do any of your children or grandchildren benefit from special needs services?
My granddaughter has a 504 right now.
With her going to private school with the 504 plan, does the school seem accommodating of the 504 plan?
Yes, they already have kiddos in place right now that they're accommodating with that service, so she's going to be fine.
It takes a lot of research on the parents' behalf to find if they do have a child with special needs services, they need to research the correct school for them.
That's right.
The best needs for their child if they want a faith-based school.
Yes.
A lot of it falls on the parent to just research.
Exactly.
I wish and I hope that the program primarily helps families who would not otherwise be able to go to private school if that's what they wish. My concern is that a majority of that money is not going to go that way. I'm appreciative that the legislator put a 20% cap on families making over $160,000 accessing it. That cap expires in 2 years.
If we want to really look at what's public schools doing, not all of them, but the ones that are in Fort Worth now, I know everybody's seen the mayor. She's fighting for kids to learn how to read. I know kiddos right now that's getting ready to graduate high school that can't read.
Yeah.
And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because they're in a public setting.
I agree. Let's fix it.
Let's fix it.